can the left tell me that Donald Trump was a dictator when I see Joe Biden doing this? Just 2 days ago, through a spokeswoman, he basically says that businesses should still continue on with vaccination despite the fact that there has been a pause by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals pending litigation. Again, I mean, this is not the first time that he's done this crap. Remember back with the eviction moratorium? The Supreme Court specifically said that while the eviction moratorium was allowed to stand, it can only be renewed through the Congress. And last time I checked, they did not renew it. But nonetheless, the CDC said, too bad, we're going to continue on anyway. Even Joe Biden said that while he didn't think that this was legal, he encouraged it. How the hell can a president say that? Basically knowing that something is illegal and yet still encouraging it. But then again, this is Joe Biden we're talking about. And I'm going to read more about this situation in a Fox News article titled, Hume, White House urging vax mandate in violation of court stay is political dynamite. And I 100% agree with that statement because it is. It's entirely political. So here it is. After a Gulf Coast federal appeals court ruled to temporarily halt an executive order from President Joe Biden that instructs OSHA to mandate most employers abide by a vaccination mandate or have their workers face termination, a White House spokeswoman urged businesses to essentially ignore the court and proceed with mandating their employees elect to the injection. Again, this is the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals that actually made this ruling. So, Hume was responding to comments made by White House Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, who told reporters that people should not wait, they should continue to move forward and make sure they're getting their workplace vaccinated. The request filed Monday comes after the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled in favor of a group of businesses to halt the order, citing grave statutory and constitutional issues. The ruling put the mandate on hold until pending litigation could be heard. OSHA falls under the auspices of the Labor Department, which is led by former Boston Mayor Martin Walsh. And I'm getting unbelievable. Basically, Joe Biden is taking all the worst things from Andrew Jackson, and as well as from other presidents, other bad things from other presidents like Jimmy Carter, for instance, and even I would say a little bit of FDR. And basically, he's combining that with his entire presidency. He's trying to grow the government, he's trying to get as much control, and he's basically trying to circumvent the courts to get his way. After all, Andrew Jackson did the same thing, despite the fact that the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the Cherokee staying in their land, which led to Andrew Jackson saying, the Supreme Court has made its ruling, now enforce it. Or at least I'm paraphrasing what he said. I think he was talking about Justice Marshall at the time that made that ruling. But nonetheless, Joe Biden is going out his way to say, screw you guys, we're doing this my way. Despite the fact that it is clearly against constitutional and even court rulings. Again, I've said this before in the Massachusetts case, and I'm going to say it again. Only through the 10th Amendment are the states allowed to give vaccination mandates. That was literally the ruling. Honestly, I doubt that a lot of these other states would actually be able to do that, especially a Democratic ones. I mean, after all, despite the fact that a lot of places such as California, New York, or even here in the state of Washington are Democrats, they still have a major Republican minority and a few Democrats that don't like the situation with the mask mandates or the vaccine mandates. Because after all, they are the ones who are being threatened with jobs, while the elite, the establishment, like again, Joe Biden or Jay Inslee here, basically are completely fine with how things are going on. They're not the ones who are going to be affected. But I am. I work at Amazon, which last time I checked has over 100 employees, which falls upon this OSHA directive. And by January 4th, I'm supposed to get a vaccine. A vaccine that I don't want. And I'm pretty sure this also falls into a lot of other issues, like with medical privacy and that sort of thing, where the state or even companies do not need to look into your medical history unless, say, it's for a specific purpose, like for criminal activity. And even then, you would need a warrant of some kind. But yeah, Joe Biden is going to try to go out of his way to say, screw you, continue with vaccination anyway. I hope that this stay is permanent. That after this announcement, the Fifth Circuit of Court of Appeals would say, screw you, follow our orders, don't listen to Joe Biden, and put a halt until there's actual litigation involved. At this point, I do think that's with how the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled to pause the mandates. I think that they're going to rule against Joe Biden, and I wouldn't be surprised if this would be sent to the Supreme Court, which by the way would considering that there's been a conservative majority in the Supreme Court, and I wouldn't be surprised if there would be like a defection from the liberal side as a result, that this vaccine mandate created by Joe Biden is not going to it's not going to see the light of day. I pray to God it goes to SCOTUS. 100%. This would defame Joe Biden. I hope to God that's the case. Right now, it's only been 2 days since Joe Biden made this announcement. Through his spokeswoman again. It's been 2 days. I would not be surprised if within the next few days, the Fifth Supreme Court or some other court comes out and says, no, you can't do that. You have to follow our orders. You cannot follow this law. Not unless we have a specific... not unless we rule in a specific case that allows that to happen. But until that time, it has to be indefinite. I really hope to God that some federal court, some federal judge makes that announcement, and it will be glorious. I really hope that happens. I really hope that Joe Biden's supposed positive turn, I would call it, since he managed to pass the infrastructure bill, which honestly I really do not like, especially with the crypto thing. I really hope that this takes the wind out of his sails in his regime and how he's trying to push America into a more totalitarian form of government. I really hope that's the case. And all I have to do is just maybe wait, potentially for a few days. But until then, let's go Brandon. My name is Noah, me and all the Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share it for friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak, or framing, or anything that you think I should improve upon, please put it down in the comment section down below, or directly message me. Thank you.
Almost head.